Hello and welcome back to another exciting session of Spring Boot auto deployment using GitHub Actions and AWS EC2. So without wasting any time, let's deep dive into it. So you have to have one EC2 account available. I already have it. So what you can do is you can go to instances and quickly launch new instance from here. And after that, you just need to choose available instances from AWS AMI. Okay, these are all our images that you can choose from. So I'm going to select Ubuntu 20, and after that you can configure it to whatever the type you want to choose. You can choose it accordingly. I'm going to choose this thing, t2.micro, and quickly review and launch. This is it, and we can update the security groups later. So for now, what I have to do is I have to generate new key pair so I can connect with my local machine through the SSH or putty. If you are on Windows, you need putty, otherwise you can use SSH from your terminal. So you have to name it whatever it may be. So I'm gonna name it's Mahesh Karia, which is my username. You just need to download this key pair. After that, you just need to launch this thing. Okay, it will take some time. So till then, what we can do is we can quickly create a new GitHub repository so we can set up the auto deployment using GitHub Actions. Okay, so for now you need name. You can name it whatever it may be. Okay, I'm gonna name it as suggested by GitHub. Okay, it will create a new repository. After that, I just need to create a new project on my local machine. So I'm going to use VS Code. You can choose any editor, by the way. There is no barrier to use specific editor, but even though there are lots of VS Code users out there, so they might be familiar with VS Code. So I just need to install Spring Boot tools. So if you're working on VS Code, please install this Spring Boot tools, which is very awesome and which comes with lots of built-in tools. So you don't need to worry about anything once you install this extension pack. Actually, you can grab this extension pack, okay, which is a combination of another 3 tools. Okay, once you have it, you can start with Ctrl+Shift+P quickly and simply search for Spring Initializer. You will get this very first link, create a Maven project. You just need to click here. Okay, after that it will ask for the normal Spring Boot version. Then you need to choose Java. Click here. After that, you can choose whatever group ID you want to put. You can choose any. I'll stick to the normal com.example. You can choose artifact ID, hit enter. Okay, you can choose Java. Okay, after that I'm using Java 11. Okay, I highly recommend you guys, if you are using a CICD pipeline of GitHub Actions, then please choose Java 11 or 8. Okay, after that you need to choose starter dependencies. So I'm going to choose Spring Web. Okay, this is it. Enter. It will take some time to create. So inside you can choose inside code. I'm going to create a new folder, let's say Spring Boot. Hit enter. Inside that I'll generate this initializer. After that you need to click on open. It will open another window. Yes, click here. And after that you can simply, you don't need to worry about anything. Simply open terminal from here, and you don't need to, just ignore this thing. You just don't need anything once you grab this extension pack. After that, what you can do is you just need to initialize new repository. Once you have it, then you can link this newly created repo, okay, to your local repository. And after that we need a controller. So inside src main Java, I'm going to create a new controller. Let's say user controller .java. Okay, so after that I just need to define a REST controller over here. Okay, so @REST controller. Inside that I'll need a gate mapping for a normal hello world project, so where I'll be using public method, and you can use return type string, and after that name will be demo. Okay, and this is it, I guess. After that we can simply return hello world, and here we go. So now I just need to commit this thing. So git add space dot git commit -m init and simply hit git push. Sorry, you just need to set up first upstream and hit this command. Okay, after that what you have to do is you got your instance. Okay, now you just need to do one thing, like click here. Okay, otherwise you can directly click here on connect as well. Let me see if this is running. Yes, this is running. So let me connect directly from here. You can choose this SSH client and you can copy this thing and open your terminal, where what you can do is you can go to downloads, where you got your .pem file. Okay, after that inside that you need to hit sudo space this command. So make sure to you need this file. Okay, so you need to hit this command inside that particular directory where you will get this .pem file. After that it will ask for your password, system password. You just need to hit enter. Okay, if you are on Windows, make sure to install putty, PUTTY. Okay, so I don't know why it's taking time, but it's fine, no worries, we'll wait. So till then what we can do is we just need to check this is committed and I just need to refresh the page. Okay, so this is it. Okay, now inside settings what we can do is inside runners actions, runners you can choose here. Okay, and inside runners you need to create a new self-hosted runner. Okay, so yeah, this is it. Now you can see we have created Linux ES2 machine. Okay, you can choose anything, by the way, DigitalOcean, Azure, Google Cloud, no worries. Okay, you just need an instance, any Linux machine. So you just need to grab this command one by one, copy paste on your this terminal. So let me quickly use Ctrl+C and quickly try again. Okay, now you need to hit the yes. Okay, here we go. Now you need to grab this command one by one. So this is make directory, this is name of folder. You can name it whatever it may be, it's all up to you. Okay, no worries, like you can name it Spring Boot, web project, whatever it may be. I'll stick to the normal names. Okay, after that this is my second command. Hit enter. This 132 MB of size, so it will take some time to download. Till then we can grab another command, this one. Okay, to validate the hash. Okay, you don't need to worry about the meaning of these commands for now. Okay, after that this one, to extract the installer we'll use this thing. Okay, we got the installer .gc file. Okay, after that this is second last command. Okay, hit enter, and after that it will ask for the normal questions. Okay, so you need to answer it, or you can simply hit the enter for default configuration. So I'll stick to the enter. Okay, enter. You can name it, it's all up to you. I can change the name as well if I want, but I'll stick to the normal names. And after that the work directory where you are going to deploy your project, you can set the work directory. The default name is _work, so I'll stick to _work. Hit enter, and this is it. After that if you do ls, you will get this svc.sh file. This is very important file. So what we can do is with sudo command /, we will first install this thing, and once we install this thing, so we can start this thing. So what it will do is it will automatically connect with your GitHub thing. Okay, so the last thing is this runs on self-hosted. So whenever you will create a workflow inside code, you need to create a workflow. So you can click here on actions, and inside that actions you can choose this configure Maven. Okay, but before that we need to do a few more things. So what we can do is first let me quickly change this thing to self-hosted. Okay, this is it. I don't need to use pool, you can remove it. This is it, and after that I just need to commit this thing. Okay, and done. Okay, So now we'll come back to our this directory. Okay, I don't have anything yet, so before that we need to install JDK over here. So what we'll do is sudo apt update. Okay, it will take some time. So after that we need to install Open Jdk and few more things like Maven, or we also need a Maven. So let's wait for this. Once done, okay, let it be. It's taking time. Till then we need to do few more things over here in instances. If we go here in instances, click here on your particular instance, you can go here in security, and here you can see the security groups. These are very important. Click here. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's done already. So sudo apt install Maven firstly, and Open Jdk -11-gre. Okay, and Open Jdk -11-gdk. So we need these three dependencies. So you just need to hit enter, again enter, and this is it. It will take some time to install. Till then we'll add one inbound rule to our security group. So why? Because we are going to export this your project on port 80. So I also forgot one more thing. In here inside resources, I need to provide the server port. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll add server.port is equal to 80. So and let me commit this real quick. So before that we also need to take pull, because we have just added a GitHub Actions where the .github folder is got created, and we need to take pull. So we'll get that .github folder over here. Okay, so it's taking more than usual time. So let me stop again. Let me try again. So okay, so this server.port 80, when we will deploy this on port 80, then only we can set the inbound rule of to export the port 80. Okay, so let me go there quickly and added this inbound rule. Okay, now you can choose any port. Okay, it's all up to you. This is custom TCP and you can choose 3000, 8080, whatever it may be, but I'll stick to the normal port 80. Okay, save the rules, and this is it. Okay, so now we can go back to the EC2. Now we don't need to worry about this dashboard. Now we can directly work here. Okay, it's taking now more than usual time. Okay, but it's fine. So what we got is we got our JDK here. Okay, now you can see if we go inside code, so you can see now this is got failed. The build is failed because when we have committed, the JDK was not there in our hosted machine. So what we have to do, we have to run this job once again, and this time it will work. Okay, so let me try this once again. So click on details and rerun all the jobs. You can click here. Okay, and once you do that, you can see the build is started. You can see this orange circle. It means the new build is just started. And if I go here inside here, okay, let me click here. So it will take some time to build. For the first time it will take more time than usual, but it's fine. Okay, so git pull is not unable to access this thing. Okay, why? I hope I'm not doing anything wrong, because okay, it's done. Okay, now you can see the GitHub Inside that you can see the maven.yaml. Click here on maven.yaml, and you can see this is the file that we have created over there. So I just need to do one last change. Every time whenever you build this thing, you need to execute jar file. Okay, now once we get this thing, okay, the build, when the build will be completed, then only you can see the work directory over here inside your terminal here. Okay, if you do ls, okay, then excuse me, then only you can see the actions runner. Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to switch to or change your directory to actions runner. Inside that, if we do ls, you can see you got a work directory. Okay, so cd into underscore work, and after that inside that work directory you will get your repository name. So see, this is your repository name. If you grab this thing, okay, and go to your that repository, after that you do ls, again you will get the same repository, okay, folder name. So go again, okay, then ls, then this is your target folder where you will get your jar file. So what you have to do is you have to go to jar, and after that you can do this thing ls. So you don't have anything there, but after the build is completed, you will get your jar file over there. So let me wait for this to finish. Till then what we can do is we need to hit one command over here, okay, to execute the jar file. So what is the process? So process is we need to check if something is running on port execute jar file. Okay, so here what I have to do is I have to check. So what if there is something running on port, I need to kill the port. Okay, so for that the command is sudo kill -9. Okay, and inside that you can write sudo ls off and -t -i :80. It will kill the port first. Okay, after that single and you can write sudo space java space jar file -jar and the path of your jar file. So I already have the path. Okay, if we do pwd here, so this is all my path. So you can grab this path and you can paste this over here. After that you need that once the build is completed, let me quickly refresh this thing. This is already done, and if I do ls here, now I should get this jar file. You can see once the build is completed, you will get this jar file. So now what you have to do is you just need to copy this thing and paste this over here. So and simply hit and, so it will run in background. So this is it. Okay, this is the last command you should know. And now I'll simply hit I'll simply commit the code once again. So git add, and once again I just need to commit code that is updated workflow. Okay, hit enter, git push, and once you push anything, it will automatically start building it. Okay, the CICD pipeline will automatically deploy your project, so you don't need to worry about anything else. Okay, so code is not deployed yet because we just deployed the command. This time it will build quickly, it won't take much time. So you can see the orange dot, you need to wait for once it the color will change to green. Okay, after that, till then what we can do is we can simply click here on another EC2 tab. Okay, go here inside instances, and you just need a DNS name or IP address. If you have IP address, then it's completely okay, but if you are not able to choose this thing, then it won't work properly. So make sure to choose your region properly. Okay, so I'm in Nagpur, Maharashtra, India, so that's why I choose AP South one. So you can choose accordingly according to your region, which is very important. Otherwise you will need IP address. So I can choose this public IPv4 DNS, copy this thing. So for HTTPS we need to also add inbound rule of 443, but I'm not using HTTPS for now. So Control X, Control V, and after that you can see I don't need this HTTPS. Make sure to not use HTTPS because we are not using HTTPS now. Okay, so if we do this we will get this our hello world. Why? Because the build is completed. If we refresh the page you can see there will be a green right tick will be there, I think, I'm sure, of course, because that's why it's working. So now if we go back to our user controller, okay, and if we change something, instead of word I need to commit MHESH Mahesh, Control S, and this time again I'll add the message, updated message, let's say, and you just need to hit push. Okay, so the build will automatically update the message on a server, so you don't need to go onto your server. Okay, now the last thing I can show you guys, you can go inside elastic IPs. If you can assign your static IP from here. Okay, so it would be better for you guys if you select allocate the elastic IP. Then what you can do is you can simply allocate one. Okay, then you will get a static IP, and after that you can simply click here on your static IP, and you can associate your static IP to that particular instance. Okay, like this one. Okay, and here you can choose and simply allow this. Okay, once I do this associate, it will change my DNS name. I also need to again reconnect to my SSH, and it will increase the kind of things. Okay, but let me show you again, even though it will take time. So associate. Okay, once you do associate, then this will be your static IP. You can hit this IP from anywhere. Okay, let me show you. I hope I am not doing wrong. Okay, now again I think it will not work. Yes, so you will need to again reconnect to your terminal once again. So let me go to my, this is an optional thing. Okay, the main process of CICD I already told you guys. This is a kind of thing that you can do. So this IP will be you can use or worldwide. Okay, so now if I go here, or we can simply go back to reconnect through SSH. So click here and simply click here on connect once again. So this time you will get this thing, I hope. Yeah, so now again sudo and Control V and hit enter, and you need to enter your password. So I need to enter my password, and now once done, once again hit yes, and you are connected to your with your IP address. I hope my IP is working fine. Okay, cool, this is working fine, and now I'm connected with my IP. Now you can assign the domain name to that particular ID, so your Spring Boot project is deployed. Okay, now let me see what's happening with our build. Okay, let me refresh the, it will take some time to reflect that hello Mahesh over here. Okay, no worries, don't worry about it. And if I go here, let me see. This is execute jar. You can see the logs over here. You can write your test scripts as well if you want. Okay, and lots of there are lots of things that you can do here. Okay, and let me see. Okay, so the push was, I haven't like, I need to push this once again. Okay, now it will reflect. Okay, sorry, it was my mistake, guys, no worries. Now if I go here inside code, okay, and you can see the build is just started. If I go again here in details, I'll see, or you can directly choose from here as well, view work, like from here you can cancel the workflow, create the status batch, all up to you. So you can see all the logs. If something goes wrong, you will this will be fed and you will get the logs over here, so no worries. Okay, this, see, you can see the test thing is going on, and after that jar execution will be done. Okay, and okay, see, the if the port is there, it will be automatically terminated, and the new instance will start on the same port. So yeah, this is how all the thing, like, this is done already, and we need to wait for this thing. Let's go to the code again. So after that onwards, that whatever you will commit, it will automatically reflect the changes over here on your main